let's get right to it for the second session. So, from the higher time frame, we were expecting price to close below the resistance so that we can sell. It looks like the next 1 hour candle is trying to retest. So let's say in the 15 minute, on the 15 minute, on the 15 minute, um, looks like we were seeing this as a break of structure. We're seeing here as a break, okay? And then also a head and a shoulder, okay? We're seeing that. And there is this imbalance that um, this block, where is the name? This block that was swept, okay? But so after that block was swept, what should have happened was we should get the block to bring price down. But we have another 15 minutes engulfing into that imbalance, and the imbalance did not hold. The fair value gap did not hold. So if this next 15 minutes candle closes above this after this engulfing candle, if this one closes, then it means on 30 minutes we should be having a bullish engulfing. Okay, so this is the way I like to frame my setups. I like to get the setup at the exact spot where if it's not a buy, it's a sell. Okay, so it's not as if you are wrong if you are selling or you are wrong if you are buying. No. If this 30 minutes candle closes bullish, we are likely to sweep, we are likely to sweep this neckline of the bearish head and shoulder and invalidate it. That will mean that this whole pattern is now going to play in favor of the higher time frame trend, which is bullish from the from what we are seeing on the chart currently. So because if you look here, we can also see a low, a high, we have a head, and we have um, neck. We need a right shoulder, which could be this small support here, could be the right shoulder. But sometimes price will play and then later will drop to form the right shoulder. So I'm not worried about that right now. But the most important thing we can see here is that we have a bullish head and a shoulder pattern that has also formed. So two things, if the bearish one does not play, the bullish one is going to win. That's so if you look closely, you see that the exact spot or precision support line is where we can have either a buy entry or if we got a confirmation, we could now get a sell entry from there. I hope you understand. Because if price is to close below that precision support, it's going to sweep the neckline or trend line of the bullish head and shoulder, and that will not be valid anymore. But it respects it and then pushes price up. Okay, so what we need in order to be safe is for this high to be taken out, and then we are bullish. That is all that is left. Okay, all that is left is for is for a close above this trend line. That is going to be an indication. And if that is to happen, then it means that we are going to be trading in accordance with the higher time frame or the current trend. And that is going to be sweet. So we are likely to buy from here. Let me put it there. Because we've already missed the push. Now, the 30 minutes is not closed yet, but if we were to enter early, we could have just entered down here. But let's wait for that 30-minute candle to close. And the next 30 minutes candle probably, or even if this one is able to close above. But even if this one closes engulfing the bearish candle, we should still be good. Okay. And if you look at this whole pattern closely, you could see it looks like a flag or something like that. And so we are likely to get another push like this. Okay, so what would let us hold the bearish idea or the selling bias has not taken place yet. We did not get a close, though we had a 15-minute kind of break of structure that might not be so powerful to hold in this complex pattern that is forming because we are on a higher time frame move right now. So let's go back to 8 hour. So you see the 8 hour candle that was sweeping down bearish, that 8 hour candle all have rejected. Okay. So for the 8 hour, we cannot wait for it to close, but 4 hour, okay, 4 hour candle that was bearish to this point kind of looks like it swept the low of the last bearish candle, sorry, bullish candle, retested it. And so if it pushes back into or above the trend line, up trend line, we should be good. But we can always frame the setup using the 1 hour. Okay. So let's see which one will win, whether we are going to sell or we are going to buy. Okay. So, and what did we say earlier? If we sell, if we are selling, sorry, if we are buying, we are reaching out to where? Here. That's our TP1. Okay. Are you with me?
Yes.
Okay, good. Um, we can only hold more buys if we close above here, here, here. Yeah. If we close above all those, then we can hold more buys. But for now, let's just be looking for something like this. Okay, so let's say TP1 and then TP2 up there. Okay, so um, is Musa in the call again? Is Musa still on the call? Okay, who do we have on the call? We have Esther, Musa, and Salim. Okay, Salim, how are you?
Yeah, I'm good.
Good, fine. So
As
we already analyzed the 50 index. Um,
The
so
network is bad at my end.
okay, okay. So let's stay. Keep monitoring. In fact, if the next 4 hour candle or the current 4 hour candle closes bullish, we are good. Okay, if it closes bullish, we are good. So let's use the 4 hour for our confirmation. Okay, the 4 hour will really help us for the confirmation. But I also like the 30-minute, the 1 hour, mostly 1 hour candle can just deceive you, but the 30 minutes works well for me most times, though 1 hour is higher than 30 minutes. So I need this 30-minute candle to engulf. I don't need it to close below. I need it to engulf the last bearish candle. Okay, we need it to engulf. So let me even bring this one here. So you see where we are right now. That's why sometimes we struggle with the trades. We are inside this box. Okay. So a break to the upside is going to be perfect. A break to the downside is going to be perfect. So this is the understanding we need in trading. And it's going to be so easy. And also how to wait for this, the confirmation and the break. Okay. We have everything perfect here. Okay. So, and that's why I also like the PSR. So you see the precision support, the line. Okay, it's going to hold there even if it breaks down, it is always going to pull back up into the precision support before it sells. And as it has broken up, you see it has always pulled back to it before it might take off for the buy. Okay, so the precision support resistance is very, very, very powerful. It's a very powerful um, concept. So let's see if we can make this money. Let's see if we can make this money today. This is the final TP we are looking at, but if we are going for the buy, but we might take profit here. We might take profit just here. Maybe TP1 here. And then we can allow maybe TP2 somewhere in between. And then TP3 can be the top because after TP1, if it pushes up more, TP2, it's likely it might drop to do some retest or something. That is if we are going to buy. But if we are going to sell, it's just here. We are targeting here. It's TP1 straightforward. We are coming to TP1 straightforward. After TP1, then we will think of what will happen if we are going to sell. Okay. So this is it. Get your accounts ready. Then 30-minute candle just closed. And it closed by engulfing. Not fully, but it's the size of the engulfing is good. Okay. So I feel safe to enter for a buy with my stop loss. Enter for a buy here with my stop loss. Let me use the 15 minutes to enter a little bit below the precision support. Let me use the 15 minutes. Okay. So let's see if the failed order block is going to help us buy. You can make your account ready, either live or demo account. Good. So let's see if this 15 minutes will drop to sweep the low of this 15 candle that rejected up. Let's see if it will pull down to sweep this low into this failed block. Once that happens, because there is a little imbalance left when this push up happen. If that will happen, then I can take a buy. Once it comes down to that place, I can take a buy. But a better buy is when even it moves up and closes above the trend line up. That would be a more stronger buy entry. Okay. So the new 15 minutes just open. So let's see, it's likely to drop a little bit to retest the previous 15 minutes. Okay, so let's make some money right now. Let me also see the build up to the upside. So for me to check the build up, I use the fib. Okay, so we have price pushing up 23, 50, 38, 61, kind of 50, indication above 50% good. Then we have price dropping to 38 again, and it's on 50%. Okay, it's on equilibrium. So the condition I'm waiting for is for the previous low, 15-minute candles low. This new 15-minute candle to sweep that low, and then I will take if as it's rejecting, I can use the 1 minute or 5 minute to take the entry, the buy entry. And let's see if it's going to work out. Any questions, guys? Do you have any question? Does any of you have any question? So we are reaching out straight to, where did I put TP1? We are reaching out straight to 78.6%, which is after taking out this high. This will be the internal TP1. If it buys, let me put a red line there. And then if it takes the 100% out, that will be like TP, external TP1. Okay. It looks like the candle has become bearish, and it's may try to take out the low. Good. So let's see here. Anything in between here. The stop loss is just a little here. If it drops down to engulf down again, we are done. We will just um, get ready for the sell. And that's one thing I like about this type of analysis, where you analyze both around where both sell and buy can happen. And when all is happening with the same entry, you are likely to get a very high risk to reward ratio. Okay, so get your accounts ready. So there is this internal head and shoulder here on this 15 minutes, and that is what price is respecting now. So if that holds, then fine. If it doesn't hold, then if that holds, then we will get the sell. If it doesn't hold, fine. Is it playing out? Uh, Musa, do you have any question? Did you get the whole analysis from beginning to end?
My network is just disturbing.
Okay. Who is Esther? Are you going? Esther, is it you who is not able to withdraw?
I have done it. I have done it.
Is that your first profit that you are withdrawing, trading?
Yes,
Oh
yes.
wow. How much?
I don't want to say it.
How much? Oh, you don't want to say that's perfectly fine. You know, it's perfectly fine because we are on record.
um,
So
15 USD, 15 USD.
that's good.
The first time.
First time you are withdrawing 15 USD. That's nice.
Yes.
Okay.
From
Uh,
the reef.
which
Yes.
Miss Uche, are you there? Are you going to trade? Miss Uche, are you going to trade? Are you there? Okay.
Yes, sir.
You're going to trade, right?
Yes, sir. I'm waiting.
Okay. I'm going to trade live. I don't want to trade demo today. So we have two entries. One,
Okay.
we are looking to either sell or buy. But we already did the
Okay.
analysis, everything. I wouldn't be able to go over again. But if we get a bearish close below, let me make this one very big. This big line, which is the precision support resistance, a bearish
Mm.
engulfing that pushes down and closes below it, we are good. Okay, we are good to be selling on that, the close of that candle, that bearish close will be good to sell. If as
Okay.
price is now inside the fair value gap, the
Mm.
imbalance right now, if it holds and it rejects, so let's say our buy entry is being triggered right now. Okay,
Mm.
but the sell entry will be a little bit below when we now get the engulfing and a close. And that will mean the buy stop loss will be hit. So to take this trade like this, when price is in your entry and the candle is very big on, let's say 15 minutes, you have to go to like 1 minute to see if the rejections that is happening, how is it dropping? How is price dropping? And is there any way it's going to push back or engulf to go back on 1 minute? So you will see the formation from 1 minute time frame, and that is going to help you to enter the trade. Okay. Otherwise, you cannot be looking at a big bearish candle still pushing down, and then still enter the trade. Why? Because that is your entry. No, it might put you in a loss. And this is a setup where we have um both analysis present. So let's see which one will win.
It's still pushing down.
Yeah, on the 1 minute, I'm just on the 1 minute. So
Okay, this is 1 minute. Okay.
let's see which one will win. Then we can make some money. So we want to see if this failed order block is going to hold. this failed order block. If it's going to hold or price is just trying to sweep it again. Aye. Aye, aye, aye. Aye, aye. Okay. 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 So it looks like we are going to be likely to have the sell. Okay. So it just swept the it just is trying to sweep. Okay, it's not finished yet. That what the 1 minute is very, 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 very I mean it can give you heartbreak. This second you see it pushing this way, the other minute you see it this way. Mm.
Is this pair very volatile?
Oh yeah.
What's the lot size? The least lot size?
Four. Four. You can use four
Okay,
or five. And
okay.
on $5 on
0.04.
$5 account, it will take a little bit
Mm,
while before it will crash it.
okay.
But if you take the smallest lot size and it plays out, it's going to. Okay, so I want to enter for the buy right now with a small lot size and then test because price hit the entry and on the 1 minute we are seeing a push, big push. So I'm entering a self on a small at least one entry now to minimize. So if you feel comfortable, you can also buy. If you are feeling very, very, very comfortable, you can buy with me, but risk low. So that if it pushes that down and we are going to close and sell, you will not lose your capital to before the
A
sell.
sell or a buy? I don't know.
I'm buying
Which
now.
one?
We are buying now. We are buying because it triggered the buy entry. Okay. We have the right shoulder formed, the failed order block, swept it, but we have a 1 minute push. Okay. So we buying, it hit the fair value gap. So risk low. A better buy will be, I hope you guys can see the screen. A better buy will be when it pushes up and closes above this trend line up here. Until that happens, we don't have, I mean, we are not too safe. It's not in the safe period. Okay. So let's keep watching. And the good news is that if it strips down, then we have our sell entry for with a close below the precision support line. So let's see how it's going to play out. Let's see which one is going to win. Let me check the 5 minutes and see if. Okay, so we are 2 minutes for a 5 minute candle close. So let's see. if the 5 minutes is giving us something good. So 1 minute we have seen rejection, we have seen 2, 3 candles pushing up, but that's not still safe. So to understand why we are taking the setup in the first place, you need to watch the first recording. And I will send all of them. I'm recording these two live. Send both of them, and we can all watch whether the buy or the sell place, whichever we can watch and then learn from it so that we can use the edge, how we got the setup and what we did for our next trades. We can learn from all that. So the 5 minute candle is about to close. If it closes by engulfing the bearish 5 minute candle above the fair value gap, which is the line I put here, that is the higher end of the fair value gap. If it closes above that, we are good. This is where you can add another position, but know that you are risking. Okay, so it just closed. So we have the next 5 minute candle that has opened right now. If we get a body close above here, and you have like $200 account, you can use a very big lot size. If you are willing to risk $50 or $100, you can make like 500 or even 1,000 when it gets up here. If we get a close above here, where I've put the rectangle now. This is the 5 minute chart. Okay, so I'm in the trade. So let's see how it goes. You guys should speak to the pair so that it doesn't come down. Do you all want us to get connected to see the end of the trade? Because it's going to take a while. Maybe we can do another section so that we can see how it's playing before we all close. If you like me to do that, then if this meeting ends, I can send a new link. Okay? So that we check in and just you are monitoring and I'm also monitoring. And then if any question we all ask whilst we are in the trade. If not, we just close and then everybody monitors the trade. And let me take a screenshot of this. The 5 minutes is a lot of noise. Very noisy. A close above these 5 minute highs and the trend line up there is going to be, we should now hold the trade till it gets to TP1. Okay. But if we don't close above this rectangle, it will be shaking. But our sell entry is not triggered yet. So this is the 5 minute chart. Let me take the 30 minutes chart also so that all that will serve as a guide. Okay. So the 30-minute candle that was retesting, it's rejecting up. It's rejecting up. This is what we call trading with understanding. So in the future, it's going to be these entries and setups they are going to be very accurate to the point that we just jump in and the money is there. We collect the money and we go. I'm telling you. And if the trade hits stop loss, it's perfectly fine. We call it, we will go again. So you see the risk to reward? About 1 is to like maybe 20, or maybe above 10. If our sell gets triggered to, it will be 1 is to like 6, 7, 8. A lot. So even on 0. On 4 or 5 lot, you can make over 20, $30 if you allow it to play and you don't do anything to it. But I always say that I advise that open 2 positions. Okay, split your lot size into 2. Open 2 positions and close one at TP1 or when you are satisfied. And then hold the other one and set a stop loss to either break even or set the stop loss to where if you are to lose, we are to lose the trade later, it will hit that stop loss and your loss will be covered by the profit you closed earlier. I hope you guys understand. So that's the strategy I personally like to use. I get a good entry as much as I can because entries are the problem for that we have. We might be right with our analysis, but the right entry we are always not right about. So what do you guys say? If the meeting closes, what do you say? Is that okay? Is that all? Should we all personally monitor our trades? I need a response. I need a response.
Maybe, sir.
I should do what?
I said maybe let's monitor by ourselves.
Good. Okay.
Thank you.
So any question before because it can close in maybe 5 minutes, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, but I'm going to send the recording to us all. So um so I'm going to go ahead and take another entry on another account. So I'm
Okay.
adding another other positions to the